Happy Friday, everyone. Today it's our last day for lesson 11, practical stewardship. We have some review questions for today. Question number 1. Describe the Reformation cited in Colossians 3, 8 to 10 and verse 13. Actually, the whole chapter, Paul is giving instructions to the believers. Salvation is by faith, yet a born Christian life is a changed life. A born-again Christian. And in these Bible verses, he's focusing on spiritual failure, like anger, jealousy, slander, lying, malice, blasphemy, filthy speech. Such behavior has to be changed, has to be put to death. And our behavior has to be a Christian behavior, full of love and forgiveness for one to another, and have the Spirit of Christ in us. We study on Sunday about developing noble qualities. And this is the reformation that Paul wants us to have. When we are born again, when we receive Christ in our heart, our lifestyle, everything that we do, will be from His Spirit. Question number 2. How can we better represent Christ in temporal matters? God wants us to be Christians in all matters. And in our temporal matters, we should represent Christ. In our communities, in our families, in everything, we have to represent Him. And in all our associations with unbelievers, be careful not to give any occasion to misjudge your faith or to reproach the cause of truth. We have to live every day by the golden rule. Whatever we want others to do to us, we should do to others. We should do to them. And if it's there any advantage to be gained, give it to your neighbor. Question number 3. How can we overcome the common problem plaguing many churches? We studied this during this week about bitterness. Bitterness and revenge. It's a plague that we have it in our heart, in our churches, and this is a spiritual cancer that it's eating us. And as long as we carry this bitterness in our heart, we are not happy and we do not represent Christ. And how can we overcome this? Only Jesus can make this surgery in our heart and take and clean all the cancer out and put His forgiveness and love, the spirit of forgiveness for others, and the spirit of love for them. And of course we can overcome, but only through Him. Question number 4. What is wrong with they say and I have heard? This is about gossip, and we study this about this work that is not God's work, it's Satan's work. And when we do this, He is very pleased. And what is wrong with this? Of course, when we do this, we destroy the unity among us, and we destroy reputation of others, and it's affecting us, our spiritual growth, because we deal with the wrongs of others instead of looking at our characters and our problems, and we do His work, Satan's work. And we study this during this week. How can we overcome? We should practice the golden rule in everything. If we don't like others to talk about us, then we should stop talking about others. Question number 5. Describe some ways by which stewardship of God's love can be manifested in behalf of others. God made us stewards of His love and grace, and He wants us to manifest it to others. We can increase this gift by using it and let Him manifest His love and grace through our character, or we can diminish by not applying God's giving resources to the best of our ability, and we will diminish this gift. Instead of using it and multiplying it, we can represent somebody else through our character instead of God. and He wants us to be faithful stewards of His grace and love. This was our lesson for this week. I hope that we are all blessed and learn these practical lessons to develop good qualities, noble qualities in our characters.